Okay. Hi everyone, good evening. Welcome. Tonight we're going to share some insights, secret, more workshop. We know that this time at the year, it's very, very special time. I hope all of you connected with the new moon of Aries. We know that this time, the new moon, the months that we are at right now, this is the beginning of the year. This is actually the actual head of the year. We know we start in all of the spiritual seeds we planting in these months. As you know, right now, we still, it's not 3 stars, so we are still in the day of Cancer, controlling the months of Cancer. You know, every day, the 12 days, the first 12 days, we're controlling different zodiac sign, different months of the year. It means we're planting spiritual seeds for the entire year. Then at the 7 months, we have Rosh Hashanah. It's called also the head of the year. So we built in a vessel in those 7 months. And in Rosh Hashanah, we're connecting with what? With all of the physical manifestations. So in these months, we're planting all the spiritual seeds for the entire year. In the time of Rosh Hashanah, we receiving for the entire year all of the manifestations. That we're talking about relationships, we're talking about money and life. Okay, so it depends on the past year of what I did, and right now with which consciousness I will enter to this year. If I will enter with the same consciousness, the same habits, the same negativities, the same person, so why things will change next year, right? And we all learn about it in Kabbalah in different ways, but we want to put our mind, put our heart, put our consciousness in a few things that we would like to remove and to change. Now, it's not enough just to put on a paper. We need to take an action. Usually what's happened to us in life, you know, we put goals. Yeah, I want to lose weight. I want to find a new job. I want to find new friends. I want to do this. I want to do that. We want to do different things, but we have goals, what we want to do. And there is something very beautiful we need to concentrate at. It's not just to put the goal. I need to concentrate on the actions. Which type of actions I'm going to use to achieve that goal. If the goal will stick in my mind all the time, it will stay as a goal. But if we look back and we check how many goals we put and how many of them we achieved and how many of them we still didn't achieve, we see there are many, we can find that there are many goals and not necessarily complicated goals that we didn't achieve yet. And why is that? Because I'm still concentrate on the goal and not on the action. So my mind need to be, yes, first what I want to put the goal for the next year, but then I need to transform my consciousness about the goal and I need to put myself into the actions. What are the steps I'm going to take every day? And while I'm concentrate on the steps, now one day I will achieve the goal. And usually it's faster than we can ever imagine. You know, the same way I give you the example about, for example, losing weight, right? Many people in the world, they're busy with that consciousness about losing weight, right? This is, you see out there is so many programs, and every day and every month there are more and more programs that's coming out to the market because it's selling, right? It sells. But if a person, let's say, put a goal, this is the amount of weight I want to lose, okay? But right now, he concentrates on the action. What is the action? You know, first of all, I want to be healthy. It's not about losing weight right now. To lose weight, it's part of being a healthy person. If I want to be a healthy person, what does it mean for me in my daily life? What I need to do to be healthy and to stay healthy. Now we're talking about balancing our life. We're not talking just about food. We're talking about the entire map of my life. Talking about sleeping, eating, drinking, working, stress, time for myself, changing my habits. There is so many things. We need to go step by step in all of them. And again, we're not changing everything. We can't change everything in one day or in 1 month, step by step. Now, when I'm concentrate about being a healthy person, and I start to find out, first of all, what are the things I need to remove from that question of me not being in a balanced way, and I start to concentrate to take them out step by step and to add positive actions. What do you think will happen from it? What is the goal that I'm going to achieve? Step by step, I'm going to be more balanced and I'm going to be much more healthier. So it means at the end of the year, I can look back and I said, wow, look how much I did. And right now, yes, I have more to go, but I changed all of those things already in my life. So one of the main things we want to concentrate at, and especially this year, we see that the universe is pushing us toward connecting with the truth, to stop lying to ourselves. We come into that place, I don't know if you pay attention, that the more we coming closer to the 7 millennia, the world, the cosmos, the planets pushing us to be more honest, first of all, with ourselves, with the other people. It means we want to cleave ourselves to be loyal to the Creator, to be a loyal servant to the Creator. And to be a loyal servant to the Creator, it means that I received that body and the soul. The soul is supposed to do the spiritual work. I want to make sure not to interfere the light of the Creator, not to interfere my soul to do its spiritual work. So what I need to do, I need to make sure to take actions that will support my soul to do the work. And these months, these specific months of the year, every year, helping us to start all over again, to start the cycle all over again. Now, we know we have a choice. We have free will. I can take it or I can leave it. I can say, listen, I don't have time for it. I don't have time to invest. I don't have time to pay attention so much to all the work I need to do. But still, I have different goals I want to achieve. We know it's not going to happen by itself. We need to take actions. Now, one of the secrets that we need to pay attention to keep in mind, whatever change we will choose to do and to work on, we need to take, the beginning baby steps. Even though you are 20 years, 10 years, 5 years student of Kabbalah, 50 years student of Kabbalah, doesn't matter. Remember what our teacher Rav Berg used to say. He used to take one thing and work on it to the entire year, to uproot it from the system. Today, things working very, very fast. And we have a lot of support from the cosmos. So we can change even maybe more than one thing. But if we will try to change more than one or two at a time, we're going to overwhelm ourselves and we're going to achieve nothing. And this is why we find out many times we sit to write down our goals or what I need to change, and it's almost the same. Almost the same. If it's in Passover, before Passover, or before Rosh Hashanah, almost the same. So we don't want to be almost the same. I want really to create a desire and to pray, if we don't have it, to pray and to ask for the desire that I will have the strength and the consciousness and the ability and the power to manifest what is good for me according to my correction. That I want really to see myself, a better version of myself for the next year. So the night of the Seder, we're not going to go tonight and to explain a lot about the Seder and Pesach and all of that. We're going to do a preparation for Pesach. And I'm going just to explain small point that will cleave our consciousness with the energy and the support of this time, the time of Passover, time of Eris, the first month of the year. So we know that in the time of Leil Seder, we enter in, as the Ari explained, from the level of katnut, it means like a baby, till the level of gadlut, adult. There are 4 levels that we going to move inside of Passover, that night of the order. And I'm going to explain those 4 levels. And as we can see, we're going to see how does it work in my life right now, and how it's connecting with the work that we're supposed to do already from now. So first of all, there I explain, there is the first katnut. It's called katnut aleph. You know, I'm mentioning in Hebrew, it's good to remember that, because also if you have the Haggadah with you, it's mentioned over there also katnut aleph, katnut bet, katnut aleph, katnut bet, the step that we going to go through, the night of the Seder. So what is the first katnut, katnut aleph? It's from the age of 0, when the baby just born, the first day, till the age of 6. What is the energy that a baby have till the age of 6, as the Ari explained? It's called enuchiyut bilti mudat. It means he have desire to receive oneself alone, but he doesn't even know he have that desire to receive oneself alone. This is what he knows. This is what he knows. The second gadlut, it's also gadlut aleph, but it's a higher level than 0 to 6. It's from 6 to the age of 13. We all going through those stages since we're born till that age, but also in this time we can always go back and forth inside of those gadluyot. So the second one, as we said, from the age of 6 till the age of 13. Now what's happened? It starts the awakening of an adult. It means he started to see, you know what? There is also not just me in the world, but there are more people. So the thoughts of others start to appear. The third katnut, sorry, I think I'm confused. The first one is katnut aleph. The second is gadlut aleph. So the first one, the smallest aleph. Now it's the big aleph. It's gadlut. It's the adult aleph, but in the first stage. The third part is katnut bet. Again, the smallest katnut, but the second one, in the second level. And this one is from 13 till the age of 20. In that time, what starts to be awakened is what I really need to change. What I really need to change. And we see a lot of confusion in this time, right? Between 13 till 20, right? Teenagers. What I really need to change. And the fourth step, it's called gadlut bet. Now the adult part of the second part. So we have the small part of the first part, the adult part of the first part, then we have the smallest part of the second part and the adult part of the second part. That's from 20, the age of 20 and on. Now the person needs to live his life by the change, to live the change. Now it means he got the messages, now he needs to work on his correction. The correction starts and he needs to change, okay? Now, usually what's happened to us, it's not just we don't start the change, we don't even remember what we need to change, or our ego is so strong that it covers the change and we're doing whatever we want till we come to a place of spirituality, and then slowly we learn about ourselves, learn about the ego, and we start to accept the idea that I need and supposed to change. So what's happening in that night, we know that we're going to receive, and we already received every year from the beginning, right? Remember last year, we received a new, it's called a new Zir Anpin. What is a Zir Anpin? That's the connector between the upper world and this world. So we have the Malchut, we have another 6 emanations that receive the light from Keter, Chochmah, and Bina, from the upper 3 Sfirot. Then that channel of Chesed, Gvura, Tiferet, Netzach, Hod, Yesod, this is the Zir Anpin, and now we're receiving the light to the Malchut, to our life, to this world. So the level of Zir Anpin will need to go through that 7 steps to be again independent. You know, we all want to be independent. And we know the whole point of Passover, it's to give us freedom. You know how many times we heard that? Freedom, 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 freedom. It's become like a slogan already. But I really need to sit with myself and to ask myself, just a second, what does it mean freedom for me? What do I want to be free from? That's the first thing you want to write down. So if you have a pen and a paper, please write down the first thing. Just write the question for yourself. What is the, even the one thing even, what is the one thing that I want to be free from? You know, try to think about it. Let's take a few seconds to think about it. Even close your eyes if you want. Think about your life, think about your days. What is that one thing you want to be free from? So as we know that we also going through those stages. It can be every day, you can change stages every minute, every hour. We don't even pay attention that we change in the stages. We can behave as babies, we can behave as teenagers, and suddenly we're adults. We're always going through those steps. We know that the plagues from 1 to 9, they bring Zir Anpin to that level of receiving the 3 upper sfirot, the upper emanations. The 10th one, it's called the Makat Bechorot, talking about the firstborn. What it does, that's going to be the energy of the night of the Seder, the night of Pesach. And that energy by itself of the last plague, the plague of the firstborn, going to reveal all of the 4 levels we talked before, the 2 katnuyot and 2 gadluyot, that Zir Anpin can grow to its complete place. Because we all want to have new Zir Anpin. I want to have the Zir Anpin from the point of the light. I don't want to have the false Zir Anpin. I want to have the right one. I want to have the one that is complete and connected with the light of the Creator. It means that one that I'm still connecting from the age of 20 and on, and I'm not falling into all of the illusions of teenagers or a baby or a kid. Unfortunately, if we're going to record ourselves during the day, if we're going to record our conversations, try it once and listen to yourself. And as a person that listens to yourself from the side, you can hear many times that right now you behave like a child. The way you complain, the way you describe things, You're not taking responsibility about things. You blame it on other people. This is a kid. This isn't an adult. This is not someone that understands that right now, whatever he will do, it depends on him, the result, not on no one else. So it means I don't want to take responsibility. I'd rather to blame other people. So we're wasting so much time in the area of not doing my work. And then many times in life, we don't pay attention why I don't have the result I want to have. So in some areas, we have results because we are good in some areas. But as we mentioned before, I need to be a whole. I need to look into my life. And I can say, oh, I'm a successful person. Okay. Successful in what? In your business, with your husband or wife, with your kids, with your friends, with spirituality, with your health, with your habits, with what you're successful. So when we tell ourselves, oh, my Satan tell me, oh, you're successful. Okay, in what? If in the pie of my life, there is just one or two areas, fine. Can I copy paste that success to the rest of my areas? As many people say sometimes, I'm happy with my work. When I'm going to work, I'm very happy. Okay, fine, amazing. Are you happy in your home? Are you happy with yourself? Are you happy with your health? Are you happy with other things? A person doesn't say, when we feel sad, where do we feel sad? We feel sad for a few minutes, for a few hours, for the entire day? Of course, for the entire day. If a person said, he feels it in all of his body parts. But if I say, I'm happy when I went to the movie, or I went to to my work, or when I went to the gym, I feel so happy. That's not true happiness. This is temporary. This is just a taste of what I can feel all day long. Why I can't copy the happiness from the gym or from whatever the thing I feel happy to the rest of my day, to feel it all day long. And this is what we want to start to wake up into. I want to see how Satan, how the false zir and pin tricking me every day, every second. And right now, before we enter into Passover, we want to go over and to find out what are my fears, what are my how do you call it, like hitmakruyot? I lost the English word. It will come. Okay. What are those things in my life that my Satan tricks me and I believe him and I feel I can't do or live without them? Because there are many things that we want as goals, but we're not taking the step to start to manifest them. It's still like somewhere in the air. And the first thing we want to start to concentrate at, I'm going to share this the PowerPoint. I think he told me to do this, I'm not sure. Yes. Yes, now you can see it, right? Okay. So it says, create your personal vision board on what breakthrough, what miracles, what new level of desire you would like to achieve as we get to Pesach. I want you to write that right now, just to, if you have a paper and a pen, just continue and create like maybe a kind of a table to yourself and write down those points. Let's take like few minutes to concentrate and to check which breakthrough I wish to myself, I want to have this year that I didn't do and I didn't have last year? How the opponent trick me and confuse me? What miracles I want to have in my life? What new level of desire I would like to have? So if there is something I don't have desire to, but I want it, so I want to create a new desire. Because when we enter in Pesach, remember, I want to receive the new Zir and Pin. If I'm not ready to receive it, Chas v'shalom, it will come and then I can lose it faster than I think. So let's take 2-3 minutes. Just write down to yourself. Again, there's no wrong answers. Whatever you feel you need, you want, new desires in any area in your life, with your career, with your relationship, spirituality, health, wealth, whatever you want. Let's take a few more seconds. And if someone would like to share with us, just when we sharing, we actually connecting, and everybody can meditate for the other person to manifest this year. So if someone feel he want to share, please, you just open your mic and share with us, but in a short way that everybody can share if they want. Yeah, the ones that raising their hand, can you let me just unmute you? I think you can mute yourself. Can you mute yourself or no? I'm trying to. How can I mute you? That's a good question. Okay. Okay. You can't unmute yourself? That's weird. Try now?
Yeah, now we did.
Okay. Okay, that's good. Fine. Thank you. Yes. Who want to share with us?
Now we can. There you go. Well, I can go. I would love to create a consciousness where I have money work for me rather than me slaving, or making money my higher power. I notice how uh, lately I noticed that I get maladjusted in life when when money in the bank is not when I want it, or I don't have the lineup I want during the week. It's weird, and I know God is taking care of me. But what a wonderful life would that be that I can now generate this way of life where there is plenty, because money is necessary and it's power that we can really use to manifest what we're here to manifest in the earth. However, I'm struggling with uh, that way of life in which I now can, if you would, plant the seed of money, that a tree we shall grow of money, and that I will get a stream of money that support everything I do. Do that make sense to you?
Yeah, yeah, okay. We just put in the desire out there. We're not now judging nothing. We just putting the desire out there. Yes, who else, please?
Hi, I could go.
Yes.
Hi, Michael.
Hi.
I would like to kind of to just surrender and let go and kind of really just let go instead of trying to believe that I have to do and run after things. For me, that's one of the things, to know that I am at the right place at the right time and just believe in that and not having to chase and run after things. So that's what I want to manifest, just that letting go.
Okay, if we ask the question, if you want to answer or somebody else, but if we have asked the question, we know that when we have different goals and we want to manifest things, what Satan will do, he will create visions, create like thoughts, create fears, create all of kind of darkness, that to show us why not. What will be the, let's say, if we can catch it in our mind, in one of the desires that we said we want to achieve, what will be the thought that actually blocking me to do what I want to do?
I don't know, maybe feeling like not worthy or not deserving or something in that line.
Okay, that's good. So let's say if Satan tell you, I'm not worthy, okay? Well, what he does to the vessel, what he does to you? What's happened to your body, to your thought, to your vessel?
I get confused. I get sad, unmotivated, or kind of just stuck in the process.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. So now if we go back to what we said at the beginning, because we have to remind ourselves all the time, because this is the game we're talking about. I have a goal, I want something, but now I have also the opponent. What the opponent will do, this is again, remember, we're playing, right? So now he will put all of those fears, all of this, I'm not worthy, now, I have all those feelings, but then I'm stuck where? Now I'm stuck in that gray zone of not doing. So I'm not concentrated on doing, I'm concentrated about right now, I'm concentrated in my feelings. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Right, so now, how much time we're wasting in those gray zones? Too much time.
Sure.
Sometimes can be years even. This is why, as we mentioned before, we don't pay attention. We have the same things we want to change all the time. So it's about time to start to recognize that I'm in a war. This is why I need to take step by step. I see that how my opponent tricked me. And I need to be concentrated on what? On doing. I don't care right now what he says. What is the opposite of, let's say, when he tell you, again, we can go and dig deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, but it's not for now, but just, I'm trying to give just a few examples. But, I give you an example. Let's say before I supposed to go to the army as a teenager, so I want to go to a special forces, so I start to train myself, and back then I was working in a job that, imagine, like all day I was working under the sun. It was like a kind of a project of like 2 months working under the sun, and I'm coming home, and because I put that goal to train to the army, I need to go to train. Now, I don't have a group of people that train with me. I need to train by myself, and put like heavy boots to go to the mountains, to do like crazy stuff, to train. But I came home exhausted. Now, back then I didn't have Kabbalah. But I have a goal. So I remember those days, came back home exhausted, and Satan is talking to me like crazy loud. Just rest, put your head, take a shower, you're hungry, eat, like whatever you want to name it. So again, I didn't have Kabbalah back then. I was a teenager. So I said, okay. And while I'm saying okay, I took off the clothes of work. I put the clothes I'm supposed to train with. I put the heavy boots. I took the keys of my car, and he's still talking to me. And I'm still moving toward my goal, what I need to do. And I see myself driving to the mountain and standing in front of those, stairs till I reach the mountain. And still, like in my mind, it's like, are you crazy? What are you doing? And I went and I just did it. And it felt great after. So what I was concentrated at is like, I'm going to take the action right now. Yes, he's talking in my mind, but what's important to me right now, what will bring me closer to my goal, is right now I'm going to train. But if I'm going to put my head on the pillow, I'm going to fall asleep. And I was exhausted. I was so tired. But I did it. And I felt like, wow. Woo! You feel like you're winning. Now I was a kid. I wasn't like Kabbalah and tools and this and zero and bin. I didn't have all of this. Simple state of mind. I just remember it, I didn't even think about it. Just when you give the example, so I just remember what's happened to me when I was a teenager, right? And we have those things in life, we're doing it and we're winning. But we have to copy paste to different areas. And this is why we need to concentrate on doing and not on either the goal or either the feelings. Because then my state of mind is busy over there, or right now what I'm feeling, but I'm doing nothing. So I'm stuck in both ways. I'm not moving. And we know that in Malchut, I have to move forward. The Rabbi used to say, I know I'm not okay. Let's continue. Just move on, next, do. Don't worry, even if you do mistake, don't worry. But, your intention is good. The light will guide you, will help you. One of the main problems, we are stuck. We're not continue. And this is why what you're saying is amazing. And what Alex says, right? That things we want, we have to move forward always. Move forward. Not to stuck. Yes, I need to see what I need to change, but then next, I need to do next, not to stuck there. So if my goal, right, if I found out that my opponent tell me that right now I'm not worthy, right? What am I supposed to do? What do you think? What are you supposed to do?
Move forward.
And what does it mean to move forward? Beautiful.
Just continue doing what I want to do and not listen to that.
Right. When a person is afraid to talk in front of public, what is he supposed to do?
Talk.
That's it. Talk. So you're going to mumble. You're going to, I don't know, have blackout. But as long as you're talking, it will open up, and slowly, you're going to have the words you're supposed to say, right? So yes, the beginning will be hard, but it's okay. So we need to find out, with what we said over there, create your personal, the board, the vision board, right? What are the breakthrough we want to have? So I want to have that breakthrough, I want to see where the opponent is catching me in my thoughts. Because nothing is real. It's all illusion. And as the Rav says many times, walk out of your way. We are the only ones that blocking ourselves to receive our blessings. So we have no one else to blame. It's all start from my thoughts and end with my thoughts. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. Yes, someone else want to share something? You can share even where is the opponent, if you find where is your opponent is catching you, like in your mind, in your thoughts, while you want to create a miracle, or which new level of desire you want to have. Which type of breakthrough you see for next year?
I can share, Michael. Can you hear me?
Yeah, just the name, please. Who is that?
Sebastian.
Sebastian, okay.
Yeah, for me, it's to drive. I have a lot of projects, work projects, deals that I'm working on, and I'm on the cusp, and I'm just like wanting to complete. So for me, it would be the breakthrough of completing some of these things, so that obviously that builds the confidence to continue and to do it. There's some, but it's like hard labors, and it's like how do you call it? Fourth line of the Anamikoa, perseverance. So it's to push to the finish line and complete all the hard work and labor that I put into it. So I want to see the breakthroughs. Like you want to see the fruits of your labor, right? Like, of course we do. Progress is happiness. So for me, it would be that and other things. But for me, that would be the main thing.
Beautiful. Now, something about the breakthrough, and thank you for mentioning that about projects and business. Something we need to keep in mind is what gives us pleasure. It's not necessarily the result itself. When we receive the result, for how long you have the pleasure? It's maybe like a few seconds. Let's say you close the deal, you have the okay, you feel it, and that's it. Now, the next. We need to make sure that in the process, we have the pleasure. Because if in the process, I'm thinking just again, remember what? If I'm thinking just about the goal, when I'm going to achieve the goal, I'm going to be happy, or I'm going to have, be complete, or the completion. Many times we don't pay attention, we're not enjoying life in between. But the light told us choose life. So it means, again, what's happened? Who is the one that's driving the car? It's not me. It's my opponent. Because if right now I'm not happy, when a person is happy, there is a hormone that's called dopamine. I don't know if you heard about it. When a person eats good, tasty food that he likes, so that dopamine is actually appearing in his body and he feels pleasure. But after, before he eats, not when he eats, that's it. It's like gone. It's already like now the nervous system is something else. So before, when you just think about something that you want, you already start to feel the pleasure. Let's say right now, you can try it. We just start things we don't pay attention to, but in life, many times when I'm talking about food right now, because this is one of the pleasures that we love to have in life. When you're thinking about certain food you would like to eat right now, you already imagine the food, and you're going toward like eating the food. You already have that pleasure. You feel the energy of it. You have the excitement. You have already this dopamine hormone already like been activated. When you start to eat the food already, when you have it, that's it. Now you already eat the food, you have the result. Not necessarily after you finish eating, you still will have the same pleasure you have before you eat. Do you connect with what I'm saying?
Yeah, enjoy the process because that's the fuel to the fire.
Yeah, so I'm talking about all of us because it's happened to all of us, not just to you. So also with deals, with everything, we need to make sure we take in actions that we enjoy in the actions while we working. And when the result come, I'm fine about it. I'm okay about it because I'm already happy. I'm already have all the energy. So
Yeah.
right now it's part of the process. Okay. So my action will be right now because I'm sure you're working very hard to achieve the goals and to achieve the projects, right? But we have to make sure that in the process, I'm keeping my mind, my thoughts, that I want also to enjoy the process. I want to be excited about the process. I want to have the energy. I don't want my happiness to be dependent just on the result of if it's going to close or not. Okay? Because if not, what's happening? I'm in a bubble. I'm in a jail again. I'm not free. So where is Satan is catching me here? Again, I'm busy with what? With the goal, with the result. I'm not busy with the now. But what will be the result for me right now to achieve? Which type of like result I want to do now? What will make me happy right now? It can be sometimes maybe I will do 5 phone calls today or 1 phone call. Or I don't know what I will do, but today I will do that. We need to concentrate on the actions. On the actions. This world, it's called what? The world of action.
Action.
So our job, we know our job, right? Each person have different profession. Sometimes in our profession, right, we become as the robots because I know already. So I'm a robot. If I'm a robot, that's it. Satan caught me. I don't even pay attention. I'm a robot. So you're playing with me. So I don't have the same excitement I have before. I don't have the same desires I have before. So I keep looking for new things all the time. But right now, I already have something. This is my foundation. How can I revive my foundation and I can have the same excitement I have in the beginning? Because that fire still exists in me. So I don't want to let my opponent to take me always to the future. And actually right now in the present time, I'm still doing work because I want to catch up to achieve the future. So I'm always running after the future, but I forget to enjoy what? The present time. So I'm not busy with the actions today. How can I complete? It says about Abraham, he left, Abraham the patriarch, he left the world. And all of his days was, it says, was full, was complete. It means he achieved the light he's supposed to achieve of every day. Imagine if we can achieve every day the full capacity of the energy of the day. But what I need to achieve, not what others supposed to achieve, what I need to achieve. So if I can bring myself to the present time and to concentrate on my actions, I read something very powerful the last Shabbat. One of the Kabbalists is the Kabbalist from Kamarna. And he said that when a person when you're all in the book and you're praying, there are letters over there, right? So we can just, look at the letters and usually when you know the prayer already, you can even sometimes say it by heart, right? So you become to be again like a robot. But he says the person need to look at the letter, and what's important right now is just the letters. It means he need to bring himself to be one with the letters. because the letters, they are the bridge that cleave us with the Creator. So if I'm connecting right now, just he says, just like, you know, what the Merav says, just to surrender. Surrender yourself and connect with the letters. You cleave in yourself now with the Creator, with God. Now what you will have? Everything. Everything. Now, what's important right now, in those few minutes, it's just me and the letters, and I'm cleaving myself to the Creator. Suddenly, my mind, I'm quiet in my mind. I don't think anymore about, you know, the 1%. Sometimes, you know, it's happened to us. There is so much noise around and you can't even hear the noise. Because you're so into the connection, you can't even hear the noise. When you taking yourself out of the connection, and you hear, oh my God, it's so much noise. What's going on here? I don't know if it's happened to you once or maybe more, but if we start to be more aware and sensitive to energies, we can feel it. The same here. When I'm concentrate myself with the actions, what I need to do, nothing else matters right now. I'm doing my work, my job. I'm concentrating to do what? What light I supposed to reveal right now? And then one day, you know, when the it says, you know, remember, when the vessel is ready, what will happen? The light will fulfill. And this is why I need to concentrate on the actions, that the vessel will be ready. Now I don't know when it's going to be ready, but I know I need to concentrate to do my job. Usually what's happened to us, we have goals. We also sometimes we put the time for the goal, but if it's not the right time, who told you it's the right time? And then when we're not achieving the right time, that's it. We feel bad, we judge ourselves, we don't believe anymore, we start to do different things. We can't put the time. We need to be consistent every day to do. When the vessel is ready, the light will fulfill. And this is on me. The work is on me. The fulfillment, it's not on us. That's what we need to remember. The fulfillment, it's not on us. Our job is to prepare the vessel. If I can concentrate to prepare the vessel, and to prepare the vessel, it means what we're talking here. To put the goals, to remove the katnuyot, to remove my fears, to remove my limitations, that my vessel will be ready, will be pure, the light will fulfill. Okay? So before we finish, I just want to show you a few examples of the katnuyot and gadluyot. As you can see here on this table, you see, let's say a person have a belief system. So what does it mean in the level of katnut? When a person is katnut, he will say, when will happen, okay, when that thing will happen, I will be so much happier. So as we said now, let's say the example of the project, when the project will be closed, I will be so much happier. If the person is in Gedlut, everything is exactly as it should be. This is Gedlut, this is adult. Today, right now, everything is exactly as it should be, okay? Then we're talking about our feelings. It says, when a person is in Katnut, I'm not worthy of the love of the Creator, right? Taken in Katnut, when he's in Gedlut, I feel the love of the Creator. You know, this is type of thought and consciousness that we have in every day without even thinking about it. This is why we need to be more aware, because we have this conversation almost 24/7. You know, we have more thoughts that entering into our brain while we are sleeping than we are awake. I don't know if you knew that, but they did an experiment. I saw it on TV. They put people, they wire people, you know, when they went to sleep, and they measure it. I don't know the number they say, but it's an insane number. how many thoughts we have when we are sleeping, more than we are awake. So imagine even with the dreams, we think, oh, I have dream last night. You know how many dreams we have at night? You know how many thoughts we have at night? And how many of them we remember? Sometimes nothing, sometimes maybe one, sorry. And sometimes we wake up so tired from all of those thoughts that we have, but we don't even know we have all of those thoughts, okay? So then state of being, romemut. So when a person is in katnut, because remember, we need to cleave ourselves and to have the romemut toward the creator, toward the light, okay? To cleave ourselves with the creator. So my words make no difference. My actions make no difference. In Gadlut, this is not the responsibility over here. So no romemut. When a person have Gadlut, my words have power. My actions have power. Okay, again, we can stop and expand each one of them. It's almost a class, but just to have the idea of what we talked so far. And then we're talking about the desire. Desire of the person is very, very, very important. All of those things very important. If you want, you can take a picture maybe, and you can check your thoughts, check your feelings, check your beliefs in this time. So we're talking about the desire when a person is in katnut, desire for small pleasures and recognition is when a person is in katnut. When he's in gadlut, endless desire to get closer to the creator and to share with others. This is the true desire we're supposed to have when we have gadlut. So that can be a good measure for us to pay attention how during the day, even I have a goal, even we did before what we write down to ourselves. And again, we can add every day more and more. Why I don't really achieve what I want? Because most of the time I can be here in katnut and I don't even pay attention I'm here. But I have to start to pay attention, to catch myself, and to start to bring myself to gadlut, to change my consciousness, to change my behavior, to change my belief, to change the way I'm talking even. This is why I said if we can record ourselves and listen to ourselves, that can be amazing. Another thing I want to give you, and that we might talk more and more in a deeper way, hopefully the next time. Write down to yourself, that will be like a light work. What are the habits that you would like to change? What are the habits that you would like to change? So I want you to make a list for yourself. And next time that we're going to have the consciousness preparation for Pesach, we can talk a little bit in a deeper way about it. There are a few things we can that can help us to change our habits and not complicated things. Everything is like in our thoughts, in our consciousness. Let me just move this. Okay. So before we're done, if someone have any question related with what we just talked tonight, please just open your mic and share with us your question.
Hi, teacher.
Hi.
I have a question. Usually set the goal, and then I know that I have, as we all do, I think, my first problem or my first challenge is the lack of action. And I've been working on that. Did you know that I like starting to do anything, whatever it is, so I can start taking action.
Yeah.
But now that I'm better in the taking action part, what is happening to me in this second phase is that, okay, I take action, I do whatever I have to do, and I see that everything is going good, right, and I am seeing kind of results, and then comes like the second challenge that I don't see that I didn't see it coming, but it's like a bigger challenge, of course, regarding the same goal. And in that moment, it's like hit me and I get really frustrated with that. So
Mhm.
I think I'm taking too much time in bouncing back because I react, I get frustrated, and I lose all my consciousness. So my question is, how is a better way to bounce back faster?
Yeah, first of all, you already give the answer to yourself.
Yes.
Many times
How?
we ask it and we give the answer already, okay?
Okay.
But before I will answer, just there is a very good book about habits of James Clear. I'm just going to read one of his quotes in the book. And he says, goals are good
Mhm.
for setting a direction, but systems are best for making progress. System, it means now how I'm going to manifest, to concentrate in the manifestation, okay? Now, when we, and again, we explained before, but I'm just going to repeat the short version, but when we choose to change something, right? I have a goal and I choose to change, remember that my opponent will try to push me back, because how I'm going to earn that change? I need to win, right?
Mhm.
So it's a game. So it means, let's say today I win, maybe tomorrow I'm going to lose. But if I'm concentrate on the systems and I believe in the system and I believe in the light and I have certainty that I'm going to be successful, I don't care about the time. This is why we're falling into time. And this is why I said, how can I bounce faster? It's not about bouncing faster. It's about just bouncing. That's it. It's not about faster. It's about just doing.
Okay.
Faster or slow, this is from the opponent, because he put us into time. Remember, Rav Brian Van told the Rav, the blessings come from the upper world. The blessings, they don't relate with time, space, and motion. When we put in our mind into time, space, and motion, we're limiting the light, we're limiting the blessings, okay? So when I choose to, let's say I have goal, right? So he says, as he says, right? I have direction, what I want to achieve. Now I create a system to myself that I'm going to follow the system. Whatever that system that works for me, okay? So I need to make sure that I'm in a constant way working by the system, manifesting every day. Now it's going to be some hard times from the opponent. What I need to do? Just continue doing. Continue doing. Don't start to deal with him. Continue doing. And you will see suddenly what will happen. This black cloud will disappear because I'm continue. This is what I said before. We need to make sure that we enjoy the process. And this is part of the process. That is not going to be easy. It will be days we're going to fall, we're going to fail. But the question, how long it will take me to stand up? You know, the Rav said also, it's not the question if you're going to fall. You're going to fall. The question is how long it will take you to stand up. And this is why when I'm continue doing, I will stand up. And again, remember, we all need to remind ourselves, we all been babies. And thank God when we fell, we stood up and we tried to walk again and again and again, till one day we start to walk. Yes or no? Yes. The same here. We need to copy paste that consciousness because it's built inside of us. That stubbornness that I'm going to do it, that's what we need to have. This is the fire we have inside. We need to ignite this fire again. And to remind myself, the opponent also tell the kid, what are you doing? You can't do it. You're stupid. You are weak. You're falling. You get hurt. And everybody laughing at you. Look at the adults and this. No. He trying again and again and again till one day he stand up and he start to walk. And we know the result, right? It's happened to all of us. Today we look at kids also. This is the cycle of life. So we have to remind ourselves, just do. Just do. Okay?
Thank you, teacher. What book is that, teacher? The habits one?
I don't have the name with me right now, but maybe next time I can share the name.
Thank you.
You can maybe look
So
for
I
James Clare. James Clare. You can find it's about habits.
got it. Just do it every day in every way. Just get it done. Do it.
Yeah, but
Got it.
yeah, do it but
The
in your system, according to what you want to achieve. Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
the book's called Atomic Habits.
The
Atomic Habits.
Okay, Atomic Habits. Yes, it's very, very powerful. Simple and very powerful. Yeah, you can find it online. You can read it. It's very powerful.
Thank you all. Yes,
I
I
have it on
have.
the-
Haven't read it, but I have it in my list. Thank you.
Uno a la vez. Thank you so much, Michael.
Yes. Okay, guys. Was a pleasure to be with you tonight. I hope it could add another points to your consciousness. And hopefully, if you didn't register yet to Passover, we still have time and still have spots. So I wish all of us good luck. Have a good night, and hopefully see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank
Bye,
you,
guys.
Michael.
Thank you.
Good to see you, everybody. Keep the fire burning.
Love and light, everybody.
Love and light.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michael.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.